So a little bit of follow-up. I'm recovering. As you know, is a slow process. Do that. I had a complication with my the inside pockets were torn by a physical therapist, and the recovery has been challenging. Should I say? Very challenging, very painful. Um, Easily you could get depressed with this easily, and I have felt depressed, and I have cried, and I have you name it. But now on top of it, I need to add that um, I have thyroid disease. I had surgery 2 years ago. I removed my thyroid, and last week I found out that my numbers were wrong, and I knew they were wrong because I was not feeling quite well. I get this electric shock in my body. Like, it's just weird that I get it when I'm trying to fall asleep, and I know that my thyroid is completely out of whack. And I went to see my doctor, and he confirmed it. So me as a person, I have anxiety disorder since I was 16 years old. Um, I had that problem. I deal with it pretty well. I know how to control it. I do get them. But when I get them, I know I need time away from everybody. I need to focus on myself. I know it's going to pass. I know that'll be fine. I take my medication, and I just have to wait for me to feel myself again. With the thyroid, the problem is that you also get anxiety. You take your medication, but it's really not going to help because it's created by your thyroid. So it's been a challenge this past, I would say maybe 2 weeks. I'm just really tired. I can't fall asleep at night for two reasons now. One, because I'm uncomfortable. I can't really like lay my sides because they hurt still. And two, because my thyroid keeps me up. But I am resting. I'm trying to rest, and when I do sleep well, it's great. But when I'm tired, I am tired. And even my husband today, he's out of town, and he called me. He's like, "You sound horrible," and it is. I'm just a little tired today. You could tell, you know, no makeup could cover that. But the journey continues. Life is just not easy. Life is full of challenges, and here's the thing. After breast cancer, after feeling that you have gone through so much, you're hoping that, I don't know, that your body gives you a chance to recover. Not that all of a sudden, boom, thyroid, boom, vitamin D is low, boom, your iron is low. I feel like I'm falling apart slowly. Even I have dental work that I need to get done, which I'm getting, but I just feel like my body is saturated. It really is. Like, my brain cannot take anymore, and I have to go tomorrow to the dentist. They're gonna do something with the filling, and I have to like mentally prepare myself. It's just my body is like on overload. Like, it just can't, not anymore. So I am going to get that taken care of because it has to be done. But then after that, I'm going to try to just slow the world, slow everything down, because I am saturated with what happened to me. Let me explain something to you. Getting a cancer diagnostic and someone telling you you do have cancer, basically it feels like you're standing and all of a sudden they jank the floor under your feet and you fall face flat on the floor. You're in shock from the fall, from what they just told you. And then you know the seriousness of it because the phone calls start coming from every single doctor you have to see. It's a non-stop. It's like, let's get you where you have to be. You need surgery. You need this. You need that. It's incredible. Finally, that was in January. So 10 months has gone by that my life has gone back to no more doctors. I mean, I do have an oncologist. I would never have wanted to have an oncologist, but God gave me the best oncologist. She is really sweet, really nice, really hopeful. She explained how lucky I am that I don't need any chemo, that I don't need any radiation, that they found it so soon, that I'm pretty much done. You know, that she's just gonna make sure that never happens to me again. Dr. Cohen, which was the doctor, my breast doctor, that he, removed the tissue and the nerves and the cancer. I see him every 6 months now. Dr. Maya, which is my plastic surgeon, I see her more often than any other doctor. And she did tell me when I first went there. It was funny because I would go and then I would have to ask my husband what they say, because I don't know, my brain was, like, I was present, but my brain was just not there. And he would even ask me, were you not there? And I'm like, I guess not. Dr. Maya did tell me, our relationship is just not one surgery and you're done. Our relationship is for many years to come. And but other than that, life has gone back to being normal. I have dealt with, I would say, some type of depression. The no getting chemo and radiation is a blessing, but then I feel like I can't complain. Like, I can say, oh my God, what just happened to me, and cry and be like, this was horrible. I can't believe this just happened to me, because I feel like you shouldn't complain, because there's women that are going through this, plus they're getting chemo and radiation, and they don't even know if they're going to make it. But no matter what path God gives you, and it isn't God, really, what your body gives you, it's still a journey, So I have gone through, I believe it's like some sort of depression. Like, I am a strong woman. I am always busy. I have 2 teenagers. I have a production company. I am, most importantly, a wife, a mother, a daughter, a friend, and I feel like I have to be strong so I could give, like, hope that I'm fine to everybody else. But the reality is, this is not easy. And the other day I had a wonderful, most beautiful talk with my mom, because she is a breast cancer survivor, and she did have chemo and she did have radiation. And she was telling me, what you're feeling is normal. You have the right to be sad. You have the right to feel like the world was taken from underneath your feet. And it's normal, Alex. It's normal that you feel like this. It's normal. And she said, but it does get better, And even, she said, I believe she's an 11-year survivor. So even I still sometimes fear that it could come back, or it's just all the fears that you're feeling are normal. So when she said that, I didn't feel alone. I feel I had someone in my home, in my household, that understand me, that went through the path. Her path was way harder than mine, but we are united by it. And once again, she and I are one, because we both have gone through that. And I have her and she has me, and we understand each other. So she's kind of like my support group, without even knowing it. God gave me a support group in my home. And that feels so wonderful, to be able to just cry, and she understood. She didn't think, stop crying or stop whining, you're fine, you didn't. No. She is indeed a very spiritual person. So she spoke to me a lot about God, and like, it's normal that you're feeling the way you are and all that. So that was really good. On the spiritual level too, I'm really close to Jesus, really close. And I went to church because I haven't been able to go for a few months. I didn't go because they didn't want me to be around crowds, because I was having surgery and all that good stuff anyway. And I went, and to my surprise, I was pretty mad. I was pretty mad. And I don't know why, because I had never been mad at God. I had been disappointed in God when he took my sister. You know, I was never mad. I just thought, you made a mistake. For the first time in my life, I think God made a mistake. So I was really disappointed. This time I was really, really mad because I always thought he would not let cancer come into my body. Kind of like an entitlement as I prayed for him to keep that away from me. And then that really shook my core. I was like, what is this that I'm feeling? But I'm just sharing this with you guys because if you ever, and I hope not, have to go through this, there's just steps that are normal, you know, that are normal, that you feel anger that life did this to you, that your body betrayed you, that God didn't say, no, not her. And it kind of showed me that it happens to anybody, and it's a hard journey. It really is. I learned, even God opened my eyes about family members. I mean, family members that we grew up together, that we were like brothers and sisters, and they knew I had it, and they knew I had surgery, and they knew my journey, and they never pick up the phone to call me. It also lets you know who in your life is the right person to be in your life, and who you have to say goodbye to as they remove this illness from you. It's like it's part of the illness. It will clean your surroundings. People that don't belong in your life, you could just take them away. And I did that with people that that I grew up with. I took them out of my life. And I don't wish them any bad, and I don't wish them anything. But when someone doesn't love you truly, and when you're mostly sick, and then you mostly need someone, support, love, and if they're not there, I don't need them. So I took them away. Regarding to God, that, you know, I said I was mad in church. It took me like 2 weeks to really study what I was feeling. I could tell you last Sunday I went to church and it was just like a reconciliation of my faith and my love for God. And it was like an understanding, we're together in this, and I thank Him. Thank you for giving it to me. Thank you for finding it. Thank you for the journey. Thank you for the lesson. And I am here to represent you, learn from you, love you, and that. And I'm in good with God. I took people out of my life that didn't need to be there. I have been depressed. We talked about that. Dealing with life. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed. Like I said, like my body just can't take anything else. We're dealing with that too. The pill makes me so moody. Oh my God. It's horrible. And even my daughter is like, you're so moody. So I'm trying to like figure that out because I was not left on this earth to be a moody mom or a moody daughter or a moody human being to begin with. Like, So I'm trying to have self-control when I feel that pill's working. It's magic. It's not magical. To be grumpy. It's not magical to be grumpy. But I'm trying to work on that. I'm having surgery I have one more surgery, and that's in January. And after that, who knows? I can't say this is my last surgery because I thought it would be my last surgery in my thyroid. So I have learned that I have no control over my body. You know, I could feed it the right thing that I think is good for it. I could be healthy. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do any drugs. Only my prescribed drugs. And other than that, I don't like to take medications because I had a side effect long years and years ago, so I don't like even to take antibiotic. I'm kind of crazy like that, but I do take something for my anxieties to help me be me when I'm not feeling well. And as for my recovery, it's going. It's going, and I'm feeling good. And I am sometimes in pain. I am sometimes don't sleep well because, it's a weird sensation. A sensation that I have to get used to, my breath, because I don't have, any kind of feeling. But I am kind of having a little bit of, before they were really numb, like you touch them, I can know that you were touching them. And now I'm getting some sensation when I touch with my own hands. I feel it, which that's really exciting. Maybe I'll get, they did say there's a small percentage of women that do get, sensation. Remember, they took away, I'm not talking sexually sensation, I'm talking about like sensation that you could feel, that something is touching you. When they take away your nerves and your tissue, you lose the sensibility of feeling in your breast. Like if I go like this right now in my face, I feel it. If I touch my breasts, I know I'm touching them because I know my hand's there, but I'm not feeling that sensation. So that's all, mental control, getting your body used to of a new part of your body. I'll get there. Bottom line, doing good, accepting the challenges that come with this crazy stuff, accepting that my thyroid is out of whack, which means, you know what it means? After cancer comes life. Regular challenge, thyroid, family, kids, stress. I don't like stress, but things keep happening, It's not like this is the only thing that's going to happen. I wish it was, because after walking this journey, I'm pretty done. But I guess not. Life is about consequences and things that are going to happen. So, I'll deal with my anxiety disorder. I've been doing it since I'm 16 years old. My thyroid's been a big pain in my butt. It really has. It was 5 years before I removed it, trying to balance this thing, and it was horrible. I gained so much weight. It was insane. From 136, I went to like 180 because of my thyroid. I removed my thyroid. It took 1.5 years or more to get it under control. We finally get it under control. Then I get breast cancer. Then I have surgery, 2 surgeries, and now my thyroid's out of control. Oh, life. But you know what? It's the journey that I'm walking with God.